Hey, I'm Mrs. Talbot, the art teacher at Joe K. Bryant Elementary, and I'm here to teach you about the color wheel. The best thing about this color wheel lesson is that you don't really need to have any art supplies at home. I do have some optional activities you can do if you do have art supplies, but if you don't, you can just use the objects around you to create a color wheel. This has kind of been a popular one that's been circling the web, and I'm really fired up about it. If I ever go too fast in my videos, just remember that you can always click the pause button. One of the materials I have available for you to print is a color wheel from MrPrintable.com. And there's some more complicated ones on there, but we're just going to keep it simple. Let's fill it out together, shall we? All right, here's our color wheel. It's all labeled for us with the different color names. And I have my 3-year-old's Gigundo crayons that I'm going to use to color this in. So let's start with our primary colors. We're going to start with red, yellow. Notice I skipped orange. And blue. These 3 are the primary colors, and you can use those to create all other colors. So if you were to mix together yellow and red, you would get orange. Sheesh, looks somebody took a bite out of this one. Orange. If you were to mix yellow and blue together, you would get green. And if you were to mix red and blue together, you would get violet or purple. And that's why the color wheel is in the particular order that it's in, because it's got our 3 primaries and then the ones that the primaries make in between. If you've ever seen a picture of a rainbow, the rainbow order is what you see right here. That's going to be important for our object collection project today. Time for a kitchen color experiment. I'll be using 3 cups, food coloring in your primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, a paper towel, and 3 Q-tips if you'd like to follow along. If you don't have the supplies for this, you are welcome just to watch. Check it out. All right, welcome to Miss Talbot's Kitchen. All right, I've got some primary color food coloring, yellow, blue, and red, and I added it to a little bit of water in 3 cups. I have a paper towel, but you could use a piece of newspaper or just something so you don't make a mess. This stuff does stain, so be careful. All right, so I got some Q-tips here just so we can see the color mixing happen. Let's try red, stir, stir, stir. Okay, wipe. And blue. And we have a purple Q-tip. Red and blue make purple. All right, stir the blue, 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 blue. All right, let's get some yellow. And we have a green Q-tip. Blue and yellow make green. And our last one, get some yellow, stir, 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 stir. Get some red. And we have an orange Q-tip, because yellow and red make orange. Just kind of a fun home experiment, and don't let that go to waste. If you have a brush at home, you can actually paint with this like liquid watercolor. And now for that found object color wheel that I was promising you. We're going to go around the house, and I'm going to be using my son's toys, but you can really use anything. Laundry, dishes, paper, just anything that's laying around that has a color to it. you can use for your color wheel. Try to find things that are predominantly one color. Like when you look at this, this looks blue right away. And when you look at this hat, right away, your mind says red. So try to find some objects that don't have too many colors in them. All right, let's get started. All right, if you guys made a color wheel like I did earlier, it's good to lay it on the floor and use it for a map. So I put some red items right above it, and I put some blue items over here, and I put some yellow things over here. I started with our primary colors. That's the best way to start. I made kind of a triangle of them. Okay, now I'm going to go back and find some secondary colors to tuck in between. Oh goodness, it's hard to find purple things in a little boy's playroom. But here we go. So in between yellow and blue, I have some green things. And in between yellow and red, I have some orange things. And I did find a few purple things to put over here. So challenge yourself, see how many things you can find. Make a really awesome color wheel and make sure you have Mom and Dad take a picture when you're done. I'd love to see it. Email it my way.